teams are just trying to figure out sides and things like that, if they're staying or, staying on their same sides or changing. But, I mean, that second half, man, it was just wild.
Yeah, absolutely wild. I mean, there's some things that we saw. I mean, Drops was absolutely huge in that first round, and he was pretty irrelevant in the second half. He was getting a lot of really strange pushes and trying to get in there and really penetrate the offensive strategies, but it just didn't really work out for him all that well. But that's okay. Floki was like, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. I'm just going to sit back with my scope and just wreak havoc. That's 100% what we have. So let's see. We go to a replay of the this last half here. And again, the oversight here, we were watching Floki just absolutely just destroy on 3 straight shots. The sniper battles back and forth. This take of A just, they think that, I mean, look at this positioning.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in here, and it's just smokes and nades for days. I mean, if you're Mama Bear right now, you're sitting here like, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
where did everyone go?
yeah, right. And, initially that round looked great, because Mama Bear got, those 2 quick picks over on that A site, really just, batting them down. And then Floki just comes out and just mows them as they're on that cross right there, sitting all the way down there. Just,
through smoke.
Incredible play.
Absolutely.
Really good stuff. And then Drops coming up, of course, to, just finish it off there. But really good stuff from both of these guys. And we're just about to start overtime here in just a minute, trying to see I think we're doing a quick knife round here to choose the sides. And then
rounds are set to 5.
Okay. All right.
And they're going to do first to 6. So
okay.
this is the thing about Crossfire. The knife round doesn't count towards your total points. It's just to see what sides are being picked for it. So we'll jump into the knife round and see. Again, this is just as important as it was to start with. I mean, everyone opting to go towards long A to start this. It's going to be a lot of this Mexican standoff until someone makes a wrong step.
Somebody's got to make that first move. And, as we were saying, picking your side can really, really help on certain maps where a certain side is easier to play than others, but right now it's 54 and the chicken chase here. He's able to get one, but finally to be taken down there. So that first knife round there is going to determine the sides here. We'll see where they eventually end up going here. I think they're just going to go ahead and pick that out quick and see how it goes. Looks like Trix is going to go ahead over there onto the global risk, and Ascend is going to be on blacklist.
Yeah, I don't expect that to be any different. I mean, these are probably the favorite sides for both of them. I mean, obviously it went down to the wire, but I mean, we saw Ascend even down a man when they were first on offense, controlling the pace of the game very well. I mean, they were able to survive and grant some time for the 5th player to get in, and once that 5th player was in, I mean, it was go time from there on out. They had to come back those 2 rounds. They were able to get through and even it all up, and I mean, God, here we are.
Here we are, man. Overtime in the first match. We have the first match of the day, and we're already getting some overtime. So awesome, exciting Crossfire already to start this tournament off. So back into it here. We are into overtime. It's going to be 5-round halves, first to 6 total. And that's going to decide the winner here. So right now, as we said, we do have Ascend here over on Blacklist. Rumpy starting things off by taking down Drops. Aztec working his way in. Rumpy's going to pick up 2 there. Aztec was able to pick up 2 through the flash. He gets 1 onto Fast. Like when Aztec getting 3 with his AUG there. Getting 3 of those guys, just demolishing them there on that A site. He's got TT and Mama Bear to find still. He's getting that bomb down on the site. And wow, so far just Aztec coming out with a vengeance in this second half. TT and Mama Bear trying to work their way back into the site. We'll see. He sees one more over there on Cat. Mama Bear able to finish him off. It's going to be a 2-on-2 as they're still trying to retake, actually. It's all on Mama Bear as it's now 1-on-2. Tries to get a wall bang on to Kryptonite there. One Nick hanging out behind the train. Seeing if he can get anything. They're playing the clock very well right now. Just playing the time on this bomb. Making him come to them. As he sees Kryptonite there, still couldn't do too much about it right there. Just excellent positioning from the guys on Ascend. And that's going to be 1-0 here in this overtime.
Yeah, again, awesome patience from Ascend as they took the site there. I mean, able just to sit in 2 opposite corners, hiding behind things, make, Mama Bear make a move. And they're able to play him right into their hands and able to finish off that round nicely with a nice early plant.
Rumpy getting very aggressive on the catwalk there, was able to take down Floki early, so it's going to be 5-on-4 initially here. Trix is going to have that player lead. They have the bomb dropped back towards spawn, just kind of working the picks at the moment, seeing what they can get before they decide to really push anything. And they don't want to get caught out if they do get a little aggressive and die somewhere. That's why they drop the bomb. They don't want to get caught out so the other team will know where the bomb's at and just have a clear watch over. But Fast Like Wind right now, hanging out on that site. Aztec does see him. He wants to get that little bit of a scope shot. You get a bit of a half zoom here with the AUG, as you can see, and it can be useful for getting just like a quick little headshot down some of these long pathways here. So things being played very slow right now for Ascend. They don't want to make mistakes here at this point. One Nick has actually worked his way totally into the B site. He was able to take down Mama Bear, who was presumably trying to AWP into mid, but TT was hanging out in the back of site, able to finish him off quickly. So it's a 4-on-3. Right now, Trix does have the advantage. Looks like they're going to try and work this A site, but Rumpy is going to drop drops. And they're going to continue to push this A site here, getting flashes. Aztec and Kryptonite holding on for dear life, but Fast Like Wind and Rumpy coming in hot to take them out. 1-1.
Yeah, super awesome defensive smoke there to kind of trap them into that back corner. I mean, no chance there. Rumpy's been absolutely huge. Can we talk about him for a second? He's 5-1 in two rounds. Talk about coming up big for his team. I mean, Trix needs a little bit of momentum, and Rumpy just kind of coming out of nowhere after having, a solid, regular game. But this overtime has been absolutely huge for him.
Yeah, he's been doing very well here so far. But Fast Like Wind starting off this round to take down drops. One Nick getting one as well over on the B side. And there's another one behind him. It's Fast Like Wind is back there, and he does get him as well. So the 2K from Nick. It's going to be 4-on-2 right now. Looking good as Ascend on this round. They have the bomb, too. It's going to work into the B site. Right now, they have the double doors smoked off there, so nobody can see him get in. It's Rumpy and 54 are going to try and get in here. And Nade's going to land in, but doesn't do any damage to 54. He's inside of that B window room, but still trying to work his way in. It's a pretty tough area to get in through into sight, but Rumpy did get one onto Floki there, but just getting taken out by Nick. So it's going to be a 1-on-3 and the bomb that he has to get. And Aztec landing a nice headshot into him inside of those double doors right there. It's going to be 2-1 Ascend.
Yeah, being up 4-2 right there with the bomb down, they did the exact right thing. Take 2 players, cover both alleys, and don't even worry about getting a cross pick. Just keep the numbers there and play the numbers game. Absolutely smart play as they had the bomb down for Ascend. Yeah,
just very smart strategies there from Ascend. So 2-1 in this overtime. As I said, it's 5 rounds, 5-round halves, first to 6. So we're already seeing some very intense action here on our first match of the day for these Crossfire Stars North American qualifiers. But Floki is in mid here. He's going to try to work with the sniper rifle right now, see what he can get. Not too much so far. I did see one on Cat, but moving too quickly, and drops, getting an excellent headshot onto Mama Bear, who was sniping back towards a window on the platform at the very end of that little tunnel there, and just outpicks him with a rifle. And that's going to be a big player to get out of there, getting rid of the sniper threat. So drops, getting another one onto 54 right here. We'll stay on board with him as he comes into the site, see what else he can get. Fast Like Wind takes down Floki, sees Rumpy right there in the window. Drops is going to take care of him as well. So it's all up to TT right now, who is over on Catwalk and getting taken down by Aztec. And Ascend doing good, very good in this overtime right now. 3-1. This is going to be the last round of the overtime.
Yeah, if Drops is playing NBA Jam right now he's heating up. I mean, he had an absolutely huge round right there. Some good long shots, good close quarters action. I mean, we'll see if he can get back on fire here. I mean, he's been playing absolutely lights out this game. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, just as we say that, Mama Bear gets the pick onto him down on that A long area with the sniper rifle. And Floki hasn't made too much of an impact in this overtime so far with the sniper. One was coming up, didn't see him into mid right there. Mama Bear was able to take down Aztec. Fast Like Wind almost got caught out in the connector there, but TT comes out of box room and takes him out. So it's a 2-on-4 right now. Floki and Kryptonite are in a bit of a rough spot here, and Mama Bear is going to get the pick on a Floki in through mid there with the AWP. So this is going to be tough for Kryptonite right now. It's a 1 versus 4. Sees Fast Like Wind there in mid. The bomb is down over towards B as well. He has 2 players aggressing him. Can't do too much about that. It's going to be a 3-2 half there for Ascend for this overtime here.
Yeah, that was absolutely a tough spot to be in if you're Kryptonite.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really nothing you could do. You have 2 people coming down the middle. You have to figure the other 2 are on the outsides. You have to pick a fight. You have to go for it. I mean, there's no choice. And so there's really nothing he could do there. But, Rumpy, he opens up with 5 kills. 5-1 to open up. Drops, heats up, gets 2 in a round, and then ends up, getting picked like we said. But, I mean, there are just hot players on both sides right now.
Yeah, and it's interesting because some of them are just switching up. Like Drops will be real hot for one little period, and then he'll kind of drop off, and then somebody else will come in and make some of these plays and things like that. So a lot of these guys having their moments to shine here, and good play across the board here. Nobody's necessarily just carrying in full, I guess, if you could say. I mean, Drops had a little bit of one on that first half, but right now it's these guys really coming together, trying to make some things work because it's do or die right now in this overtime. 3-2 right now, Sen leading, but, Trix needs to get something going, or, it might be Fat Lady may be singing.
I mean, we might need to start a pool here and see how many overtimes we go through, because this is very likely to go to a second overtime if we're not careful.
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Between these guys, never ceases to amaze me what happens in Crossfire.
Absolutely. And as you guys are checking out this action, please make sure you guys are following along and in the conversation at CFS 2014 on Twitter. I mean, talk about this game for a minute. I mean. Yeah, and once I get some time to actually, breathe for a little bit, once these guys are done battling it out, I might be hitting that hashtag up as well, join you guys in the discussion over on my Twitter. But, I mean, this has just been one heck of a game so far here, and we're about to be heading into the second half of the overtime in just a minute here. Once everybody gets readied up and ready to go, it is currently 3-2 for Ascend in this overtime. So all they need is 3 more rounds, and they'll be able to take this map. Now, one thing that we weren't fully certain on for this first, for this play-in round here was whether it's going to be a best of 3 or just one map. There was a bit of discrepancy between those two. Now, I don't know whether did anybody say whether we've fully figured that? I'm pretty sure the GM said it was going to be just the best of 1.
Okay, all right. So we do have that figured out. We got the best of 1 figured out, because there was, at the beginning, there was some discrepancy there, but I think we got it all ready to go here. So just waiting for these last guys to ready up. But I mean, who are you looking for in the second half of overtime to make some big plays?
The tough thing about this, Anthony, is you still have to win. Like, you still have to win fully out in the round, no matter what happens. I mean, if you're Trix, obviously you need to come back and you absolutely have to win to avoid being knocked out completely.
Yeah.
But if you're Ascend, I mean, you still have to win all 3 rounds if you want to close this one out. And the longer this goes, I mean, you have to wonder about how much this is going to be taxing on them when whoever wins this match, going up against Instinct later.
Yeah, which in itself is going to be its own beast.
Absolutely.
But, getting through this is the first one that they need to get through, the really important one, to make sure that they can have that opportunity to play Instinct. But I mean, looking into how this is, the players that have made a difference so far, I think we really need Mama Bear for Trix, if they want to get back into this, is really going to have to work with that sniper rifle.
Especially on offense. I mean, they saw him kind of pass off and hand off the ball to him. I mean, like, hey, let's try to peek this site, see if we can get some early picks, at least get a scouting report on who's going where. I mean, but if you're looking at Ascend, I mean, you had a really solid defense last time through. I mean, Drops wasn't that much of an issue, but you did have Floki step up, and you had Aztec finishing absolutely hard and coming through exactly when they needed him to. So, I mean, if you're Trix, you need to find somebody that's going to step up and really make sure that the offense is in control and they know exactly what they're going to do every single round.
Yeah, and they got to get it in gear here as they are down a round. So we'll see if they can get themselves back into it here. Looks like we're going to have I'm not sure exactly what has been happening here in game. I don't know if you've looked back into this. A lot of the players have just suddenly started to leave. I think people are calling it GG. So something happened while we were talking here. Something happened, and we missed it. So it looks like apparently Ascend has been disqualified for some reason that we are not aware of yet. But that's according to the GM, that Ascend has actually been disqualified here. So we're going to go ahead and take a break quick, figure out what exactly is going on, because we have no idea. We're going to let you guys know as soon as we know, so don't go anywhere. We'll have more for you guys here from the Crossfire North American, Crossfire Stars North American qualifiers here in just a minute. We'll see you then.